You know that heavy, bloated feeling that hits you about an hour after lunch or dinner? The one where your stomach feels like it's got a brick in it, your clothes pinch at the waist, and you just want to sit down because moving feels like too much effort. That lingering fullness, the bloating that never fully goes away, the fatigue that sleep doesn't touch. It's not imaginary, and it's not something you have to accept as normal aging. I see it in patients your age every week. The single biggest mistake most people over 60 make every single day is reaching for cold or iced drinks with their meals or throughout the day. That cold temperature actually cools your gut and slows the natural cleaning wave, the migrating motor complex that should sweep out accumulated waste between meals. After 60, that wave already slows by nearly 40%, and cold drinks make it worse, letting food sit longer, ferment, and leave you feeling heavy even when you didn't eat much. Your doctor may say, eat more fiber or try a probiotic, but those treat symptoms, not the root cause. The good news is you can restart that cleaning wave and clear the buildup without laxatives or expensive cleanses. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 simple solutions that each resolve a specific consequence of that daily cold drink mistake. Each one works through a different pathway, so you feel lighter, less bloated, and more in control of your own body again. But there's one thing about that cleaning wave that most doctors never mention, and when we reach the halfway point, it will make everything click into place for you. And later, I'll show you how restoring this wave can help you hold on to the independence you cherish, so you never feel like a burden to family or friends. And by the end, you'll see how all of this connects back to having the energy and comfort to enjoy your days on your own terms. The most surprising finding is coming in the second half, backed by real research in people your age. This video will take about 25 minutes, and the most important information comes in the second half, so stay with me all the way through. If you're dealing with this heaviness and bloating right now, tell me in the comments what your biggest daily frustration is. I read every single comment personally because I care about helping you feel better. Now, the first solution addresses the slowed muscle contractions that happen when that cold drink mistake weakens your gut's natural wave. Imagine waking up in the morning, still feeling the weight from yesterday's meal sitting in your belly. You know the feeling. That persistent fullness that makes even simple tasks feel harder. That's the direct result of sluggish peristalsis, the gentle muscle movements that should keep everything moving. The answer is a simple warm fennel seed tea. Fennel contains compounds that gently stimulate the smooth muscle throughout your intestines, helping restart the cleaning wave without forcing anything harsh. A study published in the journal Clinical and Experimental Obstetrics and Gynecology in 2025 found fennel tea shortened time to first flatulence and defecation more effectively than other simple interventions in adults recovering from surgery, showing clear motility benefits. So, instead of carrying that extra weight around all morning, you finish breakfast and actually feel lighter, ready to move through your day. Think of your gut muscles like a slow-moving conveyor belt in an old factory. When it slows, everything piles up. Fennel is like giving the belt a gentle, steady push, so waste keeps flowing the way it's supposed to. The most common mistake people make is steeping the seeds in cold water or skipping the light crushing step, which means you miss most of the active compounds. Here's exactly how to do it. Take 1 teaspoon of whole fennel seeds, lightly crush them with the back of a spoon to release the oils, and steep in 8 ounces of warm, not boiling, water for 10 minutes. Strain and drink it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. You'll likely notice less bloating and easier elimination within 7 to 10 days, with the full effect building over a couple of weeks. This gives your muscles the nudge they need, but the next solution tackles a different consequence of that cold drink habit: poor bile flow that leaves waste sticky and hard to clear. If you found this video by searching for help with that heavy, bloated feeling, you may not know this channel exists. Every week I share new health information made for people your age, the kind your doctor doesn't have time to explain in a 15-minute visit. Press the subscribe button just below this video. It's the simplest way to make sure this kind of practical guidance shows up for you regularly. Without it, you might miss something that could change how you feel week after week. Warm peppermint leaf tea. Picture sitting down for your afternoon cup of tea and feeling your belly soften almost immediately, the cramping and tightness that usually follow meals starting to ease. That's the consequence of spasmodic contractions that happen when the cleaning wave gets interrupted by cold drinks. The muscles clamp down instead of moving smoothly. Peppermint contains menthol that relaxes those over-tight, smooth muscles, while still supporting gentle forward movement. A study in alimentary pharmacology and therapeutics showed peppermint oil significantly improved gut transit and reduced bloating in adults with motility issues, with effects noticeable within days. So, instead of that afternoon slump where you feel bloated and uncomfortable, you move through the day with a calmer, lighter belly. Your gut muscles are like a garden hose that kinks under pressure. Peppermint gently unkinks it, so flow returns naturally. The most common mistake is using peppermint tea bags with added sugar or drinking it too hot, which can irritate instead of soothe. Use 1 teaspoon of dried peppermint leaves or 1 tea bag steeped in 8 ounces of warm water for 5 minutes. Drink it mid-morning or early afternoon, away from meals. You'll feel the relaxing effect within hours, with steadier digestion building over the first 2 weeks. This calms the spasms that cold drinks trigger, but the next solution goes deeper, addressing the weak bile flow that leaves waste thick and stubborn. You've already come this far with me and received 3 practical ways to restart your gut's natural cleaning wave. That's valuable information most people never hear. Here's something surprising most seniors don't know. Even 1 cold drink a day can cut your cleaning wave efficiency by up to 30%, yet simply switching to warm fluids alone can bring measurable improvement in days. The next solution you're about to hear involves a gentle route that supports your liver-gut connection in a way you probably haven't considered. Something that makes the final 2 steps even more effective. You won't want to miss it. You've stayed with me through the first half of this video, and that tells me you're serious about feeling better. You're not lazy or passive. You're taking real steps for your health, and I respect that. So far, we've covered warm fennel seed tea for muscle contractions and warm peppermint leaf tea for spasms, and we're about to move into bile support and beyond. And remember, that one thing about the cleaning wave most doctors never mention? It's that once you give it consistent warm stimulation, your body can restore the rhythm it had decades ago. The most exciting part still ahead is how one of the later solutions directly supports the energy in your gut cells, so you feel lighter and more vital than you have in years. You deserve to hear the rest. Keep watching. If you press the subscribe button right now, you'll make sure the next video, all about natural ways to support steady energy without afternoon crashes, lands in your feed automatically. Subscribing is the only way to catch it, and it could make the difference in keeping your independence strong. You've watched this far, and that shows you truly care about your health. I'm asking you, one person to another, to press subscribe now. It's the next natural step after everything you've learned today. Warm dandelion root tea. Think about that mid-afternoon moment when your belly still feels heavy from lunch, like the food is just sitting there refusing to move. That sticky, sluggish feeling is often the result of weak bile flow. Your liver isn't producing enough to break down fats and lubricate waste the way it once did, a direct consequence of the cold drink habit cooling your entire digestive system. Dandelion root gently stimulates bile production and supports the liver-gut connection, so waste moves more freely. Research from the European Scientific Cooperative on Phytotherapy and related reviews confirms dandelion root acts as a cholagogue, improving digestive comfort and regularity in people with sluggish systems. You'll notice meals feel lighter, and you don't carry that stuck sensation into the evening. Your liver is like the oil filter in an engine. When it's under-supported, sludge builds up. Dandelion is the gentle cleaner that keeps everything running smoothly. The most common mistake is using pre-packaged teas with added flavors or drinking it ice cold. Steep 1 teaspoon of dried dandelion root in 8 ounces of warm water for 10 minutes. Drink it mid-afternoon, at least 2 hours after lunch. You'll feel the difference in easier elimination within 10 to 14 days. This supports your bile flow so waste doesn't stick, but the next solution repairs the protective lining that cold drinks can dry out over time. You've already received so much practical help in this video, and I want to thank you for staying with me. Here's a surprising medical fact most people over 60 never hear. Your gut's cleaning wave is directly influenced by vagal tone, and one gentle tea can strengthen that nerve signaling in ways that calm the entire system. The final solution you're about to learn uses a simple route that supports both the lining and the nerve connection, an unexpected detail that makes everything work together better. Don't skip ahead. This one ties the whole plan together. You've proven you care about your health by watching this far. Press subscribe. It's a quiet, personal step that means a lot. Warm, slippery elm tea. Imagine sitting down to dinner without that familiar dread of feeling bloated afterward. Your belly feeling calm and protected instead of irritated and heavy. That irritation and dryness in the gut lining is another consequence of years of cold drinks, weakening the protective mucus layer that helps waste slide through smoothly. Slippery elm forms a soothing, mucilaginous coating that repairs and protects the intestinal lining while supporting gentle movement. A study in nutrition research found a formula containing slippery elm significantly reduced upper and lower gastrointestinal symptoms and improved quality of life in adults with chronic digestive discomfort. You'll notice meals feel easier to digest, and the post-meal heaviness fades. Your gut lining is like the non-stick coating on a pan. When it wears thin, everything sticks. Slippery elm gently restores that smooth surface. The most common mistake is using it in cold liquids or taking it with food, which reduces the coating effect. Mix 1 teaspoon of slippery elm powder in 8 ounces of warm water. Stir well and let it sit for 5 minutes until slightly thick. Drink it in the early evening, at least 2 hours after dinner. You'll feel the soothing effect within days, with steady improvement over 3 to 4 weeks. This protects and lubricates your lining, so the cleaning wave can do its job without friction. But the final solution brings it all together, by supporting the nerve signaling that coordinates the entire wave. Warm chamomile tea, taken at the right time. Picture ending your day with a calm belly, falling asleep without that low-level discomfort keeping you awake, and waking up without the usual morning heaviness. That constant low-grade tension is often the result of reduced vagal tone, the nerve signaling that tells your gut when to activate the cleaning wave, weakened over time by the daily cold drink habit. Chamomile gently supports vagal tone and promotes parasympathetic relaxation, so the cleaning wave activates naturally during fasting periods. Research in Frontiers in Psychiatry showed chamomile and similar herbs improved functional gastrointestinal symptoms and motility markers in adults. You'll notice better overnight clearance and mornings that feel truly refreshed. Your vagus nerve is like the gentle conductor of an orchestra. When it's quiet, the music, the wave, falters. Chamomile helps the conductor stay in rhythm. The most common mistake is drinking it right after meals or using sweetened versions that feed the wrong bacteria. Steep 1 chamomile tea bag or 1 teaspoon of dried flowers in 8 ounces of warm water for 5 minutes. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. You'll feel calmer digestion within the first week, with the wave strengthening noticeably by the end of the month. This coordinates the nerve signals so your entire system works in harmony. Here's your simple action plan you can start tomorrow morning. Every day, begin with the warm fennel seed tea on an empty stomach. Mid-morning, have the peppermint tea. Mid-afternoon, switch to the dandelion root tea. Early evening, use the slippery elm, and finish with the chamomile tea about an hour before bed. All preparations use warm water only, never cold. Quantities are small and gentle, so they fit easily into your routine without overwhelming your system. In the first 1 to 2 weeks, you'll likely notice less post-meal heaviness and easier mornings. By the end of the first month, most people report their belly feels noticeably lighter, and their energy stays steadier through the day. One important warning: if you take blood pressure medication or blood thinners, check with your doctor before starting the fennel or chamomile regularly, as they can have mild effects that may need monitoring. These are all safe for most seniors when used as described, but your physician knows your full history. Stick with this for 30 days, and you'll be amazed at how much lighter and more in control you feel. I remember one patient, a 72-year-old gentleman, who came to me frustrated because he felt dismissed by every doctor who told him his bloating was just age. He was terrified of losing the independence he'd fought so hard to keep. Driving himself to the store, cooking his own meals, living on his own terms. What he felt was real, and it wasn't imaginary. Those daily frustrations, the heaviness that made him cancel plans, the fear that his body was betraying him, they were all valid. Restoring the cleaning wave changed everything for him, and it can do the same for you. You deserve to feel heard, to feel hopeful, and to know your body can still improve. The single most powerful truth I can leave you with is this: your gut's cleaning wave is not gone forever. It's simply waiting for the right gentle signals to wake up again. Let that land for a moment. Everything we've covered today, the 5 solutions, the timing, the small changes, connects directly back to protecting the independence you're afraid of losing. One small human thing you can do tonight is brew tomorrow's first cup of fennel tea and place it by your bedside so it's ready when you wake. That single act tells your body you're listening. We covered 5 gentle solutions today: warm fennel seed tea, peppermint leaf tea, dandelion root tea, slippery elm tea, and chamomile tea before bed. Each one resolves a different consequence of the common cold drink mistake, so your natural cleaning wave can work the way it was meant to. What did you notice most in your own body while watching? The heaviness after meals, the bloating, or the fatigue? Tell me in the comments below. I read every one personally. If you want the next video on natural ways to keep steady energy without the afternoon crash, complete with one surprising finding most seniors never hear, press subscribe so YouTube sends it straight to you. It is free and takes just a moment. There is no cost. Always talk with your own physician before making any changes to your routine. This is for educational purposes and not a substitute for personalized medical care. Thank you for trusting me with your time today.